Here again, this is all eco-friendly live rock. Now this mess comes in from the side here, and I had to put a little vent. This one, the bigger one, is the drain. It's only feeding through 3/4 inch pipe. Don't let the 1 inch out here fool you. 3/4 running about 2 psi. It's not really that bad, and it flows out through the 4 stock jets in the hot tub. The air pump we use in the wintertime for heat. We don't use it in the summertime. In the summertime, this is kind of like a Hallberg refugium because you have that plate between it, between the bottom of the real hot tub and the bottom of the hot tub structure. And that plate normally has air in it if the blower's going, but we don't run it. And again, this is all eco-friendly live rock with the exception of a couple of pieces like this one and this one we bought from some guy in the Keys on Isla Mirada that has a live rock stand, a little store right on the side of the road with a sign that says live rock right on his golf cart, and the Tonga branch, of course, but we use the Tonga branch to seed it with good coralline algae. Some of the Tonga branch I've had forever, some of it's just sucky stuff from Petco that was shipped in wet newspaper, basically dead, and this one's got some really nice coralline on it. But the eco-friendly, this piece right here has probably been with me about 8 months, whereas this one has been with me about 2 years. That one's only been here a couple of months, but I think that that's actually bad algae growing on there. It's not coralline. And in here I'm using basically shells and halimita. I'm kind of experimenting with different rocks and substrates, different sands, gravels. And I've even got crushed coral in some of those chambers over there. I've got the expensive $40 a bag oolite and the Aragalive. The Aragalive, I don't recommend that to folks too much. I'd rather go with the oolite. And this rock's been with me probably about 4 months now. He's just now starting to get a little calcium on him. This is a very large piece of Haitian live rock that belongs to Dominica. It's been here a couple of years, and it's never really had good coralline coverage on it, although it is getting some. It got overtaken early with some plants that she had put in the tank that she was originally using. And that's halimita on basically, except for the one piece of Tonga branch, just stuff we grabbed off the beach. This is halimita on old, not really barnacles. There are some barnacles in there. There's a little bit of Tonga branch in there. And there's some scallops in there, you know, from oyster reefs. Let's see if I can, yeah. Those are just, you find those on any oyster reef. We always gather them high and dry. We know that they're dead and they're fair game to gather them. This batch has been about 4 months. Same with that batch. And they're starting to get some really nice colors to them. These are ones that went through the algae tank, on the purposeful algae tank. And they're just now recovering. That's been about 2 months since they were in there. And what that does is it brings them fully alive. It gets them colonized with all kinds of little micro critters. I don't know what half of them are. Don't really care. I kind of study the microcrustaceans, and anything below that on the bacterial level I could care less about. And those are reef balls. I've got a whole bunch of different reef balls. This is probably the one that's doing the best. He's got excellent blue coralline under all that dust. And the dust and silt is from, I've been moving stuff around elsewhere in the system again. We've got reef balls throughout, and I'm trying them with different things, you know, placing rocks that already have coralline on them, placing rocks that have pure algae on them, seeing what breaks the surface, what penetrates the surface. And that's one of my prime pieces. That orange coralline on that rock right there, it's taken me about 8 years to grow out. I had to buy the original specimen. Was on a pebble from a pet store that had a couple of, and they were the Rhodactis, the hairy mushroom.